What it is, guys, it's your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back at y'all with more Danmachi. Now, tonight is a video that I've had planned for a really long time, and I've just never had an opportunity to pull off. And that is the new-ish, we got it a little bit ago, the Retreat Anklet. Now, I have got a team, finally, that is absolutely perfect for the Retreat Anklet, and perfectly displays how these can be useful. So we're going to go ahead and join Familia Rush, and I'll talk about it. Now, first of all, if you look at my team's not terribly impressive. I am a little sad to say this team does need some help, but I'm using Line here as my first unit, and she is there using the Revolving Magic Anklet. That's going to boost some of her stats. It actually does a good amount of stat boosts, unlike the other anklets and most of the other equipment items, because she's only there for one turn. So, what is she there for? Boom, right here, Enlightenment. Fast SA increase, charge gained by 33% for 4 turns. So that means every unit that is affected by this, she is going to increase their, their increase of the overall SA in the pot, so to speak, by 33% every time they attack. Now, that said, I also have Elmina, who's the unit that's coming up after that. Elmina, if I can get her up here. It's just easier to do it the other way. There we go. Okay. Elmina also has... Come on, girl. She also has the Revolving Magic Anklet. Now, she is a physical unit, so she really needs the other anklet, but I didn't have it available. I only made the magic ones. I could go make some more, but it's not really going to be that important to what I'm doing with her, because once again, she's just going in and using Mutilate. Fast, high dark physical attack, and damage received attack all targets increases by 30% for 3 turns. That's going to be really important. Pay attention to that. All of my attack all units are going to increase their damage 30% for 3 turns. I don't know what the hell that ding was, but it was a ding. Someone's DMing me. Anyway. So, that's going to be really super important. But, because of that, she should rotate out, turn. That is annoying. I wish that would stop. I should restart the video, but I'm not going to. So, basically what she's going to do is Lina is going to get her attack off, and then that's going to affect everybody on board. Elmina's going to get her attack off, and then that's going to affect everybody on board. Now, one thing I haven't tried is moving Haruhime onto here. I honestly don't know how much difference it's going to make, but I do know that this group right here does extremely well. So I might actually try it with Haruhime moved off, because Haruhime isn't really going to be fighting. She's more of a support on this team. She does a little bit, but... well, you'll see here in a second. Alright? So first things first, we're going to do Enlightenment with Line. Boom. And then we're just going to do the regular stack with everybody else. Bada bing, bada boom. And that Haruhime is going to be really important. Now, later on in the fight, that debuff is going to come in really super handy. If you're early in these fights, if you haven't beaten everybody enough times, and they're still hitting like weaklings, I would just go ahead and do the counter rate there. But that's going to be really important. Now, in this turn, I'm actually going to increase the buffs and debuffs on everybody, and I'll tell you why. Normally, I go in and do counter now. But because what we're going to do is we're going to go over here, and we're going to use their AoE attacks. Now, both of them you have faux singular attacks as the third one, but we're just basically going to spam their AoEs. Because that extra 30% is going to hit as hard as their other attacks, or pretty damn close to, and it's going to hit everybody just as hard as the other one would hit just the one unit as the singular attack. So we're going to get insane amounts of damage off with this. That was the one thing I was screwing up last night on the stream, if you were there. So, we're going to do Mutilate. Everybody's going to get a lot more out of their AoE attacks, and because everybody's got all these things going for them, I really need to increase their, basically increase their buff times. And I'll show you why here in a second. So, go! They're still not going to be getting their counters yet. That's going to happen next turn. Boom. Good hits. Good hits. Not the best yet, but good. Okay. The other half of it is the biggest deal here, I would say, is that you'll notice that her physical resist is up, but her strength would also normally be up. She would increase strength for all these units. And that second attack of, I think it's Leafia. Anyway, her second one, her second one's going to remove all those strength buffs. So now we're going to go and we're going to do the counter raid, and Belle's here. So we're just going to basically going to be using Belle as an attack unit. As you can see, having Haruhime on there from the beginning is super helpful. Not mandatory, but super helpful. Okay, here we go. Boom, boom. We're going to keep those going, and she's going to increase the counter right now. So now we'll be getting those wicked counters. Now, next comes the best part. If you have Haruhime, you've got to be doing this on turn 4. You must do this on turn 4, or as early as you possibly can. If I could get it on turn 3, I would 100% do it. Okay? We're doing Haruhime special arts. Okay? And these are all just faux singular attacks. This is the one. I'm sorry. That's the one that removes the strength buffs. I forgot that his was the one that does it. So, yeah, any strength buffs that would be in play, they would remove, but it's not going to be there. So we're just going to use his super attack. Okay? She's going to decrease debuffs. That's really important because that's going to keep all the debuffs down on our units. And Haruhime, if you're not familiar with what she does, strength and magic up 100% for everybody. And after this, basically, we're going to use her one more time as a buff to buff to the end of the round. Here we go. So she's going to heal everybody, and she's going to buff that that magic and strength 100%. And that's going to be super important. Super important. Even my physical unit's going to be doing damage now. Boom. Good damage there. Not amazing, but good. That's great damage. And we got some really effective hits there on even the boom. Boom. Look at all those counters. Love seeing those counters. And remember, those counters do increase your SA increase. So there you go. A little bit, not as much, but a little bit. All right. So if I go back down here, we're starting to get to close to the end of our buffs and debuffs. All of her debuffs are more or less in play still, but just for one turn. So we're going to increase that one more time. One last chance to increase all that, and then that's going to keep those active to the end of the game. From this point on, Haruhime is going to be doing her attack. Now, like I said, there are situations where it might be more beneficial to keep Belle in play from the beginning, but I haven't tried that. I know with this, my results are very, very favorable. This is way better than the team I was running before. So once again, I do have to thank everybody that came out last night to the stream and helped me build this team, because I was, for whatever reason, brain dead on the concepts of this team. So here we go. Boom. Turn 6. Now, after her last move, every buff is going to stay in play this turn and next turn. So we're not even worried about that. Okay? Everything's still there. Okay? Biggest problem is I really need to replace Belle, but that's fine. Belle being a single attack unit isn't really going to be all that terribly important. There are better units to use in this situation, but he's working for now. Here we go. Now I'm going to use Tione, because she is basically the best unit that I've got for the job. She is a magic unit. She is a dark unit. Everything that Fells is weak to. So here we go. Let's jump in. Everything else is just going to stay in play. As you can see, the buffs are good through the end of this turn. So let's do this. Bada bing, bada boom. But mostly, like I said, that SA increase and all that stuff, what you used to do is you'd have that unit and then you'd put like some crummy assist and hope they get crushed and all that stuff. Using this retreat amulet has really improved my ability to produce damage and to get the units in and have them do what they need to do and then get them out. It's really, really super handy. That retreat amulet is absolutely absolutely awesome. I'll show you how to create it and what you need after this run. But let's go ahead and see what kind of damage we got here. And oh, goodness gracious. All right. 5.8 mil. That's even more than I got last time. So 5.8 mil. That's I would call that fairly respectable. Do I have the yeah, it doesn't feel right to say that, but yeah, I have the decimals right on that. Man, that's just truly disgusting. So if I go into the log, you'll actually see, like, no one on my Familia is really touching this damage right at the moment. So I've got to farm up the last two, but we're in bonus time, so I can farm up the last two in just a mere matter of minutes and go ahead and jump in and do all that damage. So once again, I really want to send out my thanks to the guys last night on the stream for helping me build this team, because I was just so asleep on this combination. So how to build the Retreat Amulet? Well, if we go here to crafting, we go to armor. Okay, Revolving Physical Amulet, and then there's a Revolving Magic Anklet down there at the bottom. Okay, what you need to do is you'll have to use Buster Badges and Buster Medals. You have to have both. Those are the badges that you get from the Record Buster event. So if you haven't been running Record Buster, you're not going to have them. But I'm going to go ahead and craft one of these bad boys, since I'm here anyway and I really kind of actually need that physical amulet. I say need. All right. So defense 91, durability 783, and we got strength 10 and strength 30. No. What are the conditions on those? Let's go to Rehammer here. Let's go to attributes. And I'm going to filter this down by ornament and go to the bottom. It should be the very, very bottom here. Or not. There we go. Revolving Physical Amulet. Alright, cool. So, it's 25 Mystic Bells to rehammer it, but that's not really going to be important. Oh man, it's not going to tell us what it can do. Screw it. I got space. Let's go craft one more and see what the actual stats on it are. Okay. Revolving Physical Amulet. So, defense could be anywhere from 81 to 111. You probably do want those to get closer to 111, or if not, like, that is what you're actually going to be aiming for. And for details, you can have up to 3 of these. So, Strength 30, Strength 20, Strength 10, Agility 30. I would love to have Agility 30, Strength 30, and Strength 20. That would be the best, but, I mean, obviously, you're going to be aiming for that for life and almost never get it. Okay, this one's even worse, so that kind of gives you an idea of what you're looking for here. Let me go to Rehammer, and let's go to Status. And the first one we made, let's see if we can rehammer its status real quick. Alright. Yeah. So 9 secret damage requires 5. That's fine. Let's see what we get. A little bit better. Obviously, the attributes over here aren't going to change. We're 91 to 111. I'm going to go ahead and drop that on Elmina. And then that's going to help us out immensely. Your main stats went up quite a bit. Now, defensively, not so much. We're going to have to increase that to get better defenses out of it. And obviously, I've got to go in and I've got to upgrade that now too. But, you know, that's probably discussion for another day, because I don't know that I have enough to do any upgrades. No, I don't. I really do not. So I'd have to go back in there, and I got to farm all those up still. I've been doing so many equipment upgrades lately. I just have nothing left to upgrade those. So, not that it's really going to make that much of a difference. The damage differential, like, I don't think it's going to eke me over the 6 million mark, but, you know, every little bit counts, I guess, at some point. But let me know what you guys think. I'm really, really loving the Retreat Amulet. I just really wish it worked in war games, but, you know, that's the thing. That's me, the video, guys. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow my Birdman. Hit me up on Booker. I'll be back at you guys with more Danmachi here in just a little bit.